Let us continue with the topic classification of volcanoes. Now it is classified as the active, dormant and extinct volcanoes. Now what is the active volcano? The volcano which erupts lava, rock, gases or ash. Seismic activity that is shown. Now the example is the St. Helena, Stromboli, Etna. These are the main examples of the active volcano. Now where the dormant is concerned, it has not erupted for a long time, but it could erupt any time period of the day. Alright. Now this one, it is known as the dormant or the sleeping volcano. Then we have the extinct volcano. Extinct volcano, it means that the volcano may be in the distance path. It has passed, it has erupted, but it can no longer have the active volcanicity because the volcano plug, it has been formed. The slide right in front of you, it shows you the active volcano, dormant and extinct volcano. Now in the active volcano, from the magma chamber, the magma, it is flowing out in the form of the lava. From the dormant, the halfway through the plug, it has been formed out, but the chamber, it contains the magma in it. But in the extinct one, the whole of the conduit pipe and the magma chamber, there the lava plug, it has been formed. The flow of the magma, it has been stopped. Now understand the causes of the volcanicity. Now volcanic eruptions, they are very closely related with the sea flow spreading. When the floor of the sea, it is being expanded. Then the plate tectonic movement, the plates inside the earth, they begin to move. Or the mountain building processes. When the mountains from the earth, they begin to move out, come to the surface. But anyway, the main causes, they are the high temperature condition and the high pressure condition that is found under the depth of the earth. So what happens that the radioactive elements that are present inside the earth, due to the high temperature, they begin to disintegrate. And the excessive pressure, it has the capacity to liquefy the great volume of the gases. Then the surface water, it goes through the cracks to the interior until it reaches the very hot rock, which turns it into the steam. And steam, it is a very powerful one. It forces itself up through the weak points of the earth. Then the plate tectonic movement, the plates inside the earth, whether the major or the minor one, they come across each other. They causes the cracks and the crevices in the earth's crust through which the magma, that is poured out, and hence leading to the cause of the volcanism. Where the world distribution of the volcanoes, it is concerned, it is through the weaker zones of the earth crust, and which is mainly by the formation of the young fold mountains. So 3 belts of the volcanic eruptions, they are there: circum-Pacific belt or ring of the fire, then the mid-continental belt and the mid-Atlantic belt. The first one, we have the circum-Pacific belt. Now this belt, it stretches across all the weaker spots of the Pacific Ocean. Now this is one of the most important belt of the earthquakes. And the next one is the mid-continental belt. Now this mid-continental belt, it goes across the Mediterranean towards Hindu Kush and the Himalayas. Lot of the active volcanoes and the extinct volcanoes, they are found to be present here as well. Then we have the third one, that is the mid-Atlantic belt. Now this third belt, it includes the volcanoes of the mid-Atlantic ridge. Most of the volcanoes, they are of the fissure eruption type, and it extends all through the length of the mid-Atlantic Ocean. So these were the 3 important volcanic and earthquake belts. Now we have the effects of the volcanic activity. Let us go through the constructive or the positive one. Now lava activity, that is very profitable to man, because lava from the plains, they are very fertile. Like in India, we have the Deccan Plateau. Then all the precious stones, they are found within the volcanoes. Geysers and the springs, they are formed because of the volcanic activity. Crater lakes, they are formed. Then some of these volcanoes, they offer the scenic beauty. So tourism, that becomes the main occupation of some of the people there. Now, where the negative or the destructive forces, they are concerned, whole lot of the destruction that is associated with the erupting of the volcanoes, which is very disastrous for the human life, for the animal life. If it comes in the sea, then it raises the tsunami, the huge tidal waves, and it can also lead to the formation of the earthquakes. So with this, children, we have seemingly covered the full chapter over here. I hope it was understood by you. Go through the chapter reading, the main contents over there. Read each and every topic that is mentioned. Doubts can be clarified later. Thank you, children.